what worries me about this hat, I think this may do something to the legitimacy of my campaign.
Put it. Cover your head.
I think it's covered.
It's not.
Now it's a little bit big.
Cover your face.
But as soon as I get to Washington and get the big head like the rest of them up there, it will fit fine. Okay. Karen, Don, thank y'all so much for letting us come this weekend. Has everybody had a good time? Thank God and Karen. Thank y'all so much. Now, why am I running for president?
I have one question.
Well, you just hang on, buddy. You're fixing to have a lot of clues. You're not going to vote for
You
it?
have none. Yeah, none clues, Granddaddy.
Okay, all right.
He didn't even vote.
No heckling, please. No heckling.
I vote for Obama.
Take you out.
Don't vote for Obama.
Our country has been destroyed, folks, by greedy, stingy, rotten politicians in Washington.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And rich people taking advantage of all the rest of us. That's what's wrong with this country. These politicians up there care nothing about us. They care only about two things: getting reelected and keeping or getting their party in power. That's it. They will not stand up for anything. They're part of special interest groups that give them money, and that's why I want no money. I know some of you want to contribute to my campaign, but Don, I will accept no money. And the reason is
That's a relief.
I do not.
I was fixing to be.
I don't want to be beholden to anybody, and that way I can just hack anybody off, and that's what I intend to do up there. Make hard decisions. But I'm running because I'm concerned about this country. I really am. And all the rest of us need to be. And what really concerns me is that we're all more interested in who's winning a dance contest on TV or what some movie star is doing than what's happening to our country, folks. That's the bottom line. And even though there might be some slight chance that I don't win, I do want to say one thing, and I want y'all to listen. This will be the most important thing I may ever say to y'all. But there is still hope for this country. But the people have got to get involved. And two things happened in this country in '07 that I know from those two instances we still have a chance. And one of them happened in June of last year when the country, or when our politicians were fixing to pass an immigration law that would have given all these immigrants eventually citizenship in this country. And even though 75 to 80% of the people were against it, Congress passed it, the president, or were fixing to pass it, the president was fixing to sign it if it passed, but what happened? The people finally rose up and started calling in, thanks to mostly the conservative talk radio, but people got involved, and what happened? That bill went away immediately. It went away. And then something happened in October of last year, maybe September, in New York State, one of the most liberal states in the Union, and Elliott Client number 9 Spitzer tried to get a law passed in New York where illegals could get driver's license. And even in that state, the people rose up, just started calling, and that law went away, and he forgot about it. So the people can still control this country, folks, but you've got to get involved in it. In Rankin County, where we live, one of the most conservative counties in the entire country, a couple of years ago, one of our representatives signed or voted for a law that we all said, what in the world did he do that for? And so they interviewed him on radio, TV, and he said, well, the reason I voted for it is not one person called me and not one person emailed me, and I thought nobody cared. That's exactly what he said. And so we need to care, folks. Shirley's going, yeah, yeah. Yep. So Shirley knows I'm telling the truth. She knows who it is. So folks, get involved and let these people know. There are multiple websites. All you got to do is go to Google and say, contact my representative. And about probably 100 websites will come up. What are you doing?
Landed.
Oh, okay. 100 websites will come up. You type in your state. It'll give you your 2 senators. You type in your zip code. It will give you your representative. You go to email. It comes up a form, and you start typing. It's that easy to let them know what you think about something. And if the people don't do it, folks, we're in big big trouble. We're in big trouble. This oil thing's a disaster. Immigration thing's a disaster. Now, y'all keep watching the website, and as we get closer to the campaign, I put one comment on there the other day about the energy thing. I don't know if anybody read that thing or not.
You lost two votes.
You
You lost my vote when you said take the speed limit back to 55.
Okay, now,
Why?
now I realize.
I drive a Porsche Turbo.
She who drives the turbo.
All right, now I realize on that one, 70% of the people in America right now don't want to reduce the speed limit. But folks, if we don't do something in a hurry, we're in big trouble on
We're
the
gonna
oil
start
thing.
speaking.
Next year, $1 trillion will go out of this country next year to foreign countries for the oil we purchase. That's 1/14 of our gross domestic product. It's unbelievable. And they're turning around, taking that money and buying our country up. So it's a big deal. A lot of you can't remember back in the 70s, but we did reduce the speed limit, and it worked immediately. Consumption of oil went down, and lives were saved. So it worked then, it would work now. It's not, it's not something that probably needs to be done forever, but it would sure work. But nobody's doing anything. So something needs to be done. So people need to speak up. We need to let people know. We need to conserve energy too. I think, I'm not sure about the global warming thing. Half the people say yes to it, half say no to it. I don't know. But I know we all need to conserve. If we all conserve, that would all go away too. So that's what we need to do. Now, how is a yahoo like me, when I get elected, I know y'all are wondering this, Don, I know you're deeply concerned about it. How is a yahoo like Charles Rowe from Mississippi, when he wins, going to govern up there? I'm gonna hack everybody off, all the congressmen, all the bureaucrats. But what will happen is just like I talked about in June last year. I'll rally the people. I'm going to get. Anybody remember the deal I put on about a year ago? Does anybody know a good spammer?
Yeah.
See, I'm going to hire people that are going to spam everybody's email, and I'm going to have one spammer for every state. And every day, y'all will be so excited about my emails, you'll rush home from work to get on your computer to see what I've got to say for you. And I'm going to let everybody know what their rotten, stinking congressmen and senators are doing to them. That's all you got to do. And then the people will raise up, support me, and that's the way I'll govern. It will be me and the people, and I'll hack off everybody else.
Very good.
So vote for me, folks. I don't like to mention names. One of my opponents says he'll give us change. Folks, I'll give you real change. And it'll be fun to watch. Thank y'all. I appreciate your support and your vote. Do not send me any money. And by the way, you will not see. Wait a minute, listen up. Wait a minute. One final thing. No nepotism. I will not hire any of you.
Okay.
I thought you said I could do the Department of Education if I...
Well, I'm going to eliminate the Department of Education.
Oh, okay, that's okay then. That's good.
Y'all need to go back and find that stuff. That's going to be the first department I eliminate.
That's good for me.
But the Lincoln bedroom, you know about people coming to sleep in the Lincoln bedroom?
Yeah.
None of y'all will be invited. None of y'all will be invited to the Lincoln bedroom. But I'll have one family every weekend from America. Everyday family will come up for the weekend. I'll give them the whole run of the White House, and I'll talk to them and let them tell me their problems. That's how I'm going to keep in touch.
You're not going to.
Oh yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're